Hello everyone, my name is Tessa and welcome to my channel. Just quick disclaimer, for the people who are subscribed to me and don't know who I am, I used to be Viva Studios, but I rebranded again. Hope you guys don't remember my Marker Core era. I hate myself. Anyways, I kept a few of my older tip videos that got me the majority of the subscribers I have now, so I'm going to continue uploading content similar to that, just with new branding and stuff. So, don't worry guys. If you subscribe for my tip videos, you don't have to unsubscribe. So, I am a voice actress. I have been voice acting for 3 years, starting when I was 11. I'm 14 now. I'm turning 15 in June, yay! But since being a part of the Gacha voice acting community, I've made my fair share of projects that eventually ended up getting cancelled because I ran out of motivation, like I'm sure most people have. But I'd like to help other people when writing their scripts, since that's the majority of what I've been doing since I've been on my little break from the Gacha voice acting community that I do every year. Today I'm going to be going through a list of my tips for screenplay writing when it comes to Gacha projects. I'm going to improve upon the tips I gave in my older video, so you can consider this a bit of a part 2. Yay! And now, without further ado, let us get started. Now, I'm sure we all like writing characters, and our favorite parts about writing those characters are giving them that sweet, juicy, traumatic backstory. Dun dun dun. That dramatic effect. It's very fun, I know, but when writing characters that have trauma surrounding serious topics, you need to be careful that you portray that trauma and any like mental illnesses or disorders associated with it in a respectful manner, so that you are just respectful, because it's basic human decency. And this tip itself isn't exactly for writing scripts, but it's for writing your characters, so I'm just going to group that into the same category. But my go-to rule whenever giving characters trauma or mental illnesses and disorders that are very serious is to do lots and lots of research. Like, research people who have experienced what your character has. Make sure you have an understanding of what it is. Try not to go with any harmful stereotypes, such as the person with multiple personality disorder. One side is really good and the other side is like a terrible serial killer. Don't do stuff like that. That's just, Just look up online, like, stories of people who have dealt with that thing, and sometimes you'll get, like, people writing about their experiences on Reddit or like Quora maybe, or maybe talking about it on YouTube, or maybe a news story covering it. Something like that. You just want to make sure you have a good handle on what it really feels like so you can write that character accurately. It's okay to have characters who make fun of a certain character for having certain trauma or like mental illnesses or disorders. You just need to make sure that, like, their important character, like, say, the new girl and the bully gets, like, some sort of character development throughout the series or the movie that, where they realize that what they were saying was not okay, or they get what they deserve, sort of thing, you know? You don't want to glorify anything. Don't glorify, like, having depression or anxiety. That's just wrong, and the people who have experienced it would heavily disagree that it is not a fun thing to deal with. Now we're going to talk a little bit about formatting your scripts. So I'm going to show a script on screen right now that I just quickly wrote, and I want you to try and figure out what's wrong with it, like how it doesn't work. Don't focus on what the characters are saying, focus more on the formatting and how it's written. Okay, you can pause if you want, I'll give you a moment to look at it. You can see that a lot of different colors are used, and also a lot of different fonts. Some of the colors are very bright, and they hurt your eyes a little bit, depending on your sensitivity with your eyes, whatever it's called. And then some are also very light, and can be very difficult for some people to read. And you'll also notice that the grammar isn't quite the best, so I'll go through a few steps on how to improve your screenplays if they're looking like this. The color-coded lines are fine. I know that they help some people, including myself, and the red looks fine. It would work perfectly well in your script. The pink It can maybe hurt someone's eyes, but it's not as bad as the yellow, because the yellow, it's very light and it's hard to read on the white page. So we want to change that. We will darken Stephanie and Dawn's colors down. And then also, I only recommend putting the color on the name, not in the line itself. So we are going to change that, and then we will continue fixing it. Now, I also pointed out that we use a lot of different fonts, and this isn't a very good thing. When writing, in general, you should never use any, handwriting cursive fonts, the stuff like I'm using for Stephanie. Well, this font for Zane I'm using is fine. The one I'm using for Dawn is better, but still, none of them are perfect. Like I said, I never recommend using any cursive or handwriting fonts when writing scripts, just because they can be difficult for some people to read. So what I recommend is using Courier, which is the default script, or the default font for any screenplay, ever. If you don't want to use Courier, then your next best options would probably be Arial or Times New Roman. So let's fix that up. This is what a screenplay looks like now. Obviously, there are still some issues with it, such as the lack of proper grammar in the size of the font. Typically, any normal screenplay uses a size 12 font, but I won't go too deep into formatting this video just because I want to make more room for other tips. If you want me to go more into formatting in another video, comment down below, and if there's enough people who want it, then I will make a full video just dedicated to formatting. My third tip is to always create an outline or synopsis kind of thing before you actually write out your script. And also, just as a little extra thing I'm going to put in there, always start working on the script before doing the trailer or casting for anything. Always finish the script first. If you don't want to do the entire script for the entire series beforehand, then just do the first episode and then plot out what's going to happen in the next few episodes. But as I was saying, writing an outline for your series can be very helpful, and it can make you more organized and also help you avoid writer's block, which I know we all struggle with. Write out what's going to happen in each episode, what characters are going to be in it, what characters are going to be introduced, what characters are going to die, if characters die in your series, and anything like that. It acts as sort of a map. You always want to make sure you know where you're going with your series and that you're not just doing whatever comes to your mind at the moment, because that will make you more burnt out and you just won't want to write if you don't know where you're going. My next tip is to put on your favorite movie or TV show and find the screenplay for it and read through the screenplay while you watch the show. I will put a link in the description to a whole database of a bunch of screenplays where you can find your favorite movie on there, but this can help you see how scripts are actually written professionally, because the way professional scripts are formatted is really strict, and there's a certain set of rules you need to follow. So this can just help you, and it can help you see how the director and the writer visualized everything on paper and then how it was put onto screen. And you can try and use that in your own projects. Ooh, okay. Oh my god, half of this video was improv. I'm gonna go insane. Okay, anyways, if you guys enjoyed, make sure to subscribe, comment on the video if you have any questions, and I will do my best to answer them all. I love you guys so much. Bye-bye. Oh my god, I wonder how that sounded on the microphone. Have you guys seen GXK yet, or Godzilla X Kong? Oh my god, I watched it literally yesterday, premiere night, because I've been super into Godzilla lately, and I love the MonsterVerse so much. It was so good. Okay, go watch the Godzilla movies. Yeah,